Hello, Dawn. And why it always takes so long before we can actually I can actually see the people in the chat. Okay, maybe we're not many. There are not many people today. Well, anyways, if we're not many, they will miss a great tour. So bad for them. Since it's 7:01, I will officially start the tour. I wanted to wait a little before a few more people would join, but we need to respect the time, so as much as possible. Anyways, we are at the Janiculum Hill today, which is one of the hills of Rome, but not one of the 7 hills of Rome. That's why we call this one the 8th hill of Rome. Ironically, sarcastically, because of course the 7 hills of Rome are. I will tell you more. I will tell you more about the hills, but they're not on this side of the city. This is part 1 of this magnificent tour, which also has a part 2, and it will be not this Sunday but next Sunday, because this Sunday we're going to Villa Sciarra, which is part 3 of our series of the villas. Very unusual villa, very different from the others, and probably that's where its beauty lies, because it's not as pompous, as sumptuous as the other ones, but still very particular one, and very connected to my childhood, as this place is, and I will tell you on our tour why it is connected to my childhood. Yeah, I will tell you more. I just wanted to tell you by now, but yeah, I will tell you more on the way. I had to divide this tour in 2 parts. First, because it would be too long to make it all together. Second, because I added more things to the tour compared to the ones we did with Ego. This time I'm showing you things that we haven't seen before, especially now at the beginning of the tour. We're seeing 2 spots. Even 3 that we haven't seen before. The ending is, we have seen it in our past Ego tours, but it's been a while. So on Ego it was called The Great Beauty, and there's a reason why, because on part 2 we will find out why we called it The Great Beauty on part 2 of this tour. But it is a beautiful place, full of things to see, as always, like in Rome. And I was saying something I forgot. Well, anyway, whatever. And, oh yes, and second reason, because you probably saw that during my forum tour, and not only the forum, the phone warmed up too much, and the tour ended. So because of the heat, I will try to make tours no longer than 1 hour and 15 minutes, because I want to make sure that you follow the whole tour with no problem. At least for the month of August or September-ish, until it gets a little colder in Rome, because otherwise it's impossible to go on with the tours. Okay? Now, if you enjoy the tour, as always, you know this is a free tour, but we are supported by you in 2 ways. First way, the biggest support that you can give is by leaving a tip, by leaving a support. Their links for supporting me are on PayPal, on the description below this tour, and there you find the links of PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee, which also you may find in the description of the channel. You may also find another link, a third link to support. That's GoFundMe, a GoFundMe link, but that's not for the tour. It's a different story. So you have the link, you can click on it, read the story, and if you feel like supporting, and I'm doing a fundraiser, then I would be super appreciative of that. So of that. Well, in any case, you got me. I will repeat a few information halfway and also at the end of the tour. As always, we do it this way: 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so tours are always regular. We have Wednesday the cooking, at least for the month of August. I'm sorry, I still am having problem with my breathing. Then Friday and Sunday we have the city tours. The times might change, especially for Friday, because I'm trying to do Friday night, but sometimes you can't show things at night, so I have to move. So it doesn't really depend on me, okay? Just so you know. What else? Before I forget, the month of August is set with tours. I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, but we have city tours for the whole month of August. Go check them out. They're all beautiful, and also I will make sure to fill September very soon. So you have 2 beautiful city tours every week. And even if we have done them on Ego, as I said also on the post on Facebook, there's still something new to see. Not all of them are old, some are new, but of the old ones, there's always something new to see, just like we're about to see what I have here in front of me. Which I'm standing on a... There's like a terrace. It's like if I fall down, buy tours. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, Wednesday cooking tour, just talking about that, and then I'll promise to go on with the tour. It's a special Wednesday cooking tour. You will read more in the description. I want you to read that description. I will give you just a quick I will tell you just something quick in advance of the Wednesday cooking. We're cooking a special and traditional dish that was supposed to be prepared by my best friend, that unfortunately passed away exactly 2 years ago. Tomorrow will be 2 years, and he was supposed to run this tour. Just a few days later he passed away, and unfortunately he didn't. That's why we canceled that tour, and we haven't never done it anymore. But after 2 years we feel like we want to give a tribute to our friend also this way. So it will be a super special tour that you don't want to miss. You read more in the description, and I'll tell you more also after this tour. So first of all, thank you, Anne, for the support. Thank you so much. Yes, unfortunately it's a sad anniversary, but in a way we also want to make it happy, making his recipe. Read the description because it's really detailed, and you will read everything there. You can read also more in the GoFundMe link. There's also something about him as well. Anyways, are we ready? If you're ready, send an okay. I won't move on without the okay. Yeah, I know, unfortunately it's sad, but I know that it's a little delayed, but and I moved the tour until 7 because at least it will be a little chillier, but still super hot. I mean, you can see wind on my hair now, but because we are in a shaded area. But okay, we're ready. So we can turn the camera. First of all, what do you see there? I mean, it's super far, but it's the dome of the Vatican. And what do you see here? Well, I'll tell you more about this magnificent new spot that you haven't seen in any other Ego tours. Super famous. This is the Lighthouse. Of course, we'll go all around. Very connected to myself as well. Still sorry for my cough. Just clearing my voice. Very connected to me because it's the lighthouse of the Italians in Argentina. So, and you know that I'm half Argentine, so look how beautiful also this spot here, like that. And we'll go all around. So I would say one of the most fascinating spots here on the hill of Janiculum, which in Italian, by the way, it's Janicolo. Definitely this one, the lighthouse of the Italians in Argentina. It was realized not long ago, 1911, by the architect Manfredo Manfredi. Very easy, because last name and name is basically the same. Manfredo Manfredi. Just like in English you would say John Johns. It is not a reference point, but for navigation. But a work of great symbolic value. Of course, it's not for navigation because we're super far from the sea. Thank you, Ronnie. Yes, correct. Put a like, be active, comment, and subscribe. Also, I forgot the other way to support. Thank you, Ronnie. Sorry that I'm interrupting the tour, but you can also support by spreading the word. We need more followers to subscribe to our channel, but also to send friend requests to our Facebook page, Mickey and Audrey Travels, but also to going places virtually. The more people we have, the more people will support the tours, the more tours will be done. That's super important. I'm not kidding. It's super important because not all of you may support, and we understand that. But at the same time, if you invite more people will. So super important. And Ronnie is saying to like and comment because otherwise YouTube may unsubscribe you automatically. It happened in the past. So yeah, you should do that. Anyways, I was saying it's not a reference point for navigation, but more for the value that the monument hides. Position where the battles for the defense of the Roman Republic in 1849 took place. It was donated to the city by the community of Italians in Buenos Aires, or as you would say, Buenos Aires, as a testimony of their bond with the homeland of region on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the Italian unification, which happened in 1861, and to celebrate Rome as the capital, which happened 10 years later, 1871. So very important dates there. Rome is being the capital of the country since 1871. Not to confuse with the birthday of Rome, which is when the city was created. So, I wanted to add one more thing. And oh yeah, well, the bond between Argentina and Italy. Why? I mean, maybe not all of you know, but Argentina is the most Italian country in the world. Look how beautiful this view. Wow, with the light of the sun. It's that's why also Italian is the most spoken language after Spanish in Argentina. As a matter of fact, is where it's mostly spoken. 60% of the population in Argentina is of Italian origin. origins, sorry. Of course, the Italians are everywhere. You may find them in New York as well, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Germany, but mostly Argentina. So, neoclassical style, you may guess, very modern, and entirely in white botticino stone. It's a type of stone. The work is 20 meters high, which is around 65 feet, and has a circular base with this one with a 33 feet diameter, 10 meters more or less. A capital bears a dedication on the top right there, which you may not be able to see. Sorry, but I'm just amazed by the view. This is a beautiful picture, seriously. Like the trees, the sky, the light on it. Is it just me? Anyways, the inscription. The dedication is A Roma Capitale, gli italiani di Argentina, with the numbers, Roman numbers, to indicate the year, 1911. So in English would be the Italians in Argentina to Rome, to the capital of Rome, 1911. And it's surmounted by a circular altar decorated with 4 volutes with lion heads. So right there on top. Thank you, Satyam. You were kind of forced to say that it was beautiful because I kept repeating that, right? But yeah. So now you're like, okay, yes, it's beautiful. Anyways, so this, you see the lion's heads there? If you don't, just take a picture and then maybe zoom it. But I guess you may see the heads of the lions right there on top. And then it's joined by festoons. They're all joined by festoons. Then there's a large glass lantern on top, reachable by a spiral staircase, which is placed above the whole monument. By the way, the spiral staircase you can enter it by this door, which is close to the public, so you can enter the lighthouse. And by the way, how particular to see a lighthouse in the middle of a city center. I mean, I'm sure no other cities probably have this. Look how beautiful. Wow, I'm still amazed. I'm gonna be repeating this all the time. By the way, if you come here, you will also find, it's a little old, but you will also find a description of basically what I'm saying. So this is like copying me, and also in English here on the bottom, exactly what I was telling you. The 5th anniversary, then all the things that I was saying. But I wanted to show you also the spiral case, the structure, you see. So exactly this one, and the lions that you probably don't see well are this one with the festoons that join them together. Okay, so back to the lighthouse. So during national holidays and special occasions, it lights up the night with green, white and red lights, the symbols of the Italian flag, the colors of the Italian flag. This extraordinary event gave origin to the funny Roman expression, "You look like the Janiculum Lighthouse," used for an eccentric person with an extravagant outfit because of all these colors. As always, you know, Romans defining and nicknaming everything. A characteristic past habit, so this is very curious as well, you know that I like curiosities to tell, is related to the lighthouse balcony. So the one where I was sitting there before. because it's facing the Regina Coeli prison, the most famous prison here in Rome. You may not see it from here, but it's right under this balcony. Yeah, it's not viewable, but we'll get more of this view later because the view from here is just amazing. It is easy. Oh well, I'm glad it's easy. Exactly, I like the contrast. I thought the lighthouses were meant to guide ships. What is the reason for it to be in the city? Well, as I just said, it's more a symbolic reason. So that connects, that it's for the bond between Argentina and Italy. Oh, I like this sentence here. Abbi cura di splendere. Make sure to shine. I love that. I love that. Anyways, so this balcony is facing the Regina Coeli prison in the nearby Trastevere district. So the prisoner's family, listen to this because it's super curious, used to send word of mouth or messages to their loved ones, shouting in loud voice. It was prohibited practice, but tolerated by law enforcement only for important and urgent communications such as births or deaths, referring to the family of the prisoner. The mosquitoes are killing me. Can I say that? I just said it. Anyways, now we'll go around. Look how beautiful. And I also want to show you a plaque that is being placed here not long ago. Okay, the plaque. Placed here in 2006. So, 1976, 2006. A 30 anni dal golpe militare in Argentina, nunca más, mai più. So, a 30 anni, so 30 years later from the military golpe, you may say golpe in English too, right? State golpe in Argentina. You know that there was a dictatorship in Argentina that killed more than 30,000 people. And then in Spanish, nunca más, which means in Italian, mai più, which means in English, never anymore. Of course, referring to the fact, never a dictatorship anymore. Okay. My God, the mosquitoes. So bad. Okay, we keep going. And we are reaching. There's a fence around it, but we're still lucky because we can still see it. So I'm glad because we're reaching another new hospital. So the monument of Anita Garibaldi. Who knows Anita Garibaldi? If you don't, I will tell you more about her and about the monument. While I'm walking, there's a lot to say about it. So the idea of creating this monument in honor of Giuseppe Garibaldi's heroine and wife, and I will tell you more about Giuseppe later, called Anita Garibaldi, actual name Ana Maria de Jesus Rivero de Silva, because she was not Italian, she was Brazilian. This idea was born in 1905. Let me cross. Look how cute this fountain. Let's go see it. And there's a crow on it. I believe it's a crow. Oh. Okay. Look how beautiful. Super cute fountain. Revolutionary. Exactly. So it was born in 1905, the idea of creating this monument in anticipation of the centenary of Garibaldi's birth in 1907. The work was initially entrusted to sculptor Mario Rutelli, who was to design a sculpture in memory of the Aryan. Rutelli, the architect, made a sketch of a large monument dedicated to the woman dying in the arms of her husband, Giuseppe Garibaldi. But the project was shelved due to the negative opinion it received from critics. Listen to the story because it's beautiful. By the way, I didn't show you, but there's an elementary school here on the hill. You must imagine the children coming here. How beautiful every morning. Anyways, so the sculptor Carlo Fontana, another one, presented another sketch in which he wanted Anita, and we're about to see the monument now. The fence is not, see, I can totally go on top and show you. There you go. I don't know if you can still hear me. Otherwise, oh wait, I can do this much better. I will just enter the fence and do like that. Unfortunately, I can't get any closer. That's the bad thing, but maybe we can go around and show it better. Just be patient. So he presented another sketch in which he wanted to depict Anita Garibaldi galloping a horse, just like she's doing now, with her son in her arms and a gun in one hand, exactly what she's doing now. A big controversy led to the conception of a real national competition for a work to be placed on this hill. As many as 43 sketches were submitted, a lot. None were judged, can you believe? None were judged suitable, and so the initiative did not follow up at all. It was not until 1928, so 23 years later from the first project. The fences are on this statue because they are restoring it. They are restoring the whole city of Rome, if you remember, because of the Jubilee. So she needs some restoration. As you see, it's a little dark. Maybe you don't see it, but it's a little dark knit because of the test of time, so that's why. But I'll go closer, maybe going to the garden here, so you'll be able to see more. Okay, there you go. And this is perfect spot. Oh, now it's beautiful, right? I just need to place myself. Good. Unfortunately, and then I will go also to the corner so you probably can see better the monument. Yes. So so as I was saying, it was not until 1928 that Ezio Garibaldi, great grandson of the hero and a staunch fascist, again promoted the creation of the monument, which won Mussolini's, the dictator's, support, and was included in the program of celebration for the 50th anniversary of Garibaldi's death in 1932. It was Mussolini, was the dictator himself, who directly stepped in the choice of the sketch, and in the end Rutelli's new design was chosen. So the first architect at the end won his sketch. I mean, it's unbelievable how all this problems around which one of the sketches was the best, and then the first one was actually the one chosen, with some changes though. The statue is made of bronze and travertine. It's a mix of marble and bronze. It is over 9 feet high and 8 feet wide. And with the base, the monument reaches almost 33 feet in height. There's There's a nice smell of incenso. How do you say incenso in English? See, I forgot. Incensum? The smell is so nice. Well, I can't remember the word, I'm sorry. Nice to see a statue of a woman. They're always the yes, Ronnie. Yes. Also, the busts here are all men. Just like in Villa Borghese on the Pincian Hill. But there are 3 women there. But this is a statue of a woman. Very interesting one, too. Also shown as an heroine, very unusual, especially for a country like Italy that probably was very machist, very pro-male in a way. Okay, Anne. Incense. Okay, so I thought it was more or less the same. There's a nice smell of incense. So it depicts Anita's escape from the camp of San Luis, which was the one in Brazil, by the way, which was encircled by imperial troops during the War of the Farrapos. So the War of Farrapos is a war that was battled in Brazil. The heroine is depicted on the galloping horse, gun in fist, while her other arm clings to the steed's horse. 3 themes were chosen for the base reliefs. We are seeing one right in front. Anita leading the Garibaldini at Curitibanos. So you see Anita right there. Anita searching for Garibaldi among the fallen of the same battle. And then Garibaldi supporting a dying Anita in the Ravenna pine forest. In July 1930, the large equestrian statue was made in plaster, and Mussolini was invited to visit it. It was on that occasion that the dictator wanted her small son Menotti inserted in the left arm. Why? Super curious. Why Mussolini, the dictator, wanted her son also inserted in the statue? To transform the heroine also into an exemplary mother. Thus, the perfect model of a fascist mother. So, an heroine, a battler, a mother, so 100% mother. And that's why Mussolini was so proud of this statue. I want to move to the side, so probably, yeah, there you go. You can see in a better way. So you can take more screenshots. Also, she's in the shade right now, so that probably makes it even more difficult to see. But take pictures. Also, the relief is amazing. Her galloping with the Garibaldini behind there. Do we all know who Giuseppe Garibaldi is? In the meantime that you respond to me, I will keep going. Take pictures of this side because it's probably the best one. Unfortunately, I thought that I could go closer, but they just put the fence now. At least we can see it. Maybe the next time I will show this tour, maybe in 3 or 4 months, we'll be able to see her. From a closer point of view. I'm sorry. Great image with the light, right? Thank you, by the way, to Satyam. Thank you for the coffee, for the support. Thank you very much. So meanwhile, after big diplomatic efforts with France, Anita's remains were exhumed from Nice because her remains were in France. And on June 2nd, 1932, they were solemnly interred in the monument. So her remains are in the monument. Also another interesting thing. Carried by 5 Garibaldians. The Garibaldians were the ones battling together with Garibaldi. So, okay, I will tell you more Garibaldi. Sure, I want you to know, because sometimes, you know, if you may miss some history of other countries, it's super normal, of course. I mean, you may know who Mussolini is because it's way more popular, but Garibaldi, trust me, is one of the biggest figures here in Italy. So I want to make sure that you know more about him also, because we are about to see his statue, which is the most imposing and the biggest hospice here in the Janiculum Hill. Okay, so I'm so sorry for my coughing. I can't do much about it. So the work was inaugurated on June 4th, 1932. So exactly 27 years later, the first catch. Can you believe? So many years before actually creating the project and be all sure about it. In the presence of who? Benito Mussolini, the dictator, the royals, because we were still a monarchy in 1932, the Garibaldi's family, and about 100 surviving ex-Garibaldians. You know that there were 1,000, so at that time just 100. And diplomatic delegation from Brazil, Uruguay, and other countries. Very interesting statue. And also the colors around the trees, the bushes, and you may hear the crickets, right? But you don't see the mosquitoes biting me and killing me. Now you see all this bust here that are part or of the they're all in the Janiculum Hill. By the way, let me tell you more about the Janiculum Hill while we walk there, and I will show you also a beautiful view of this hill. There are many, but this is one of the most beautiful. By the way, this is Villa Lante, which is also the embassy of Finland. We don't have any Finland follower here, but in case, which also owns one of the most beautiful views of the hill, and now it's under restoration as well. All this are busts. They're all around. They've been all restored lately. He's not Garibaldi, but he really looks like him. Really, I'm not kidding. It really looks like him. If you look at Garibaldi's pictures on the net, you will find out. They just restore. You see all that bust, all those busts there, white and shining. They're all new. Actually, let me go there after. There's a boy on the top of the edge. Crazy boy, you should get down or you will fall. I don't understand people when they do risky things and then we complain that bad things happen. Seriously. Anyways, what you see here, it's a particular wall. It was inaugurated by the President of the Republic, the former one, Giorgio Napolitano, in 2011, and it's for the 150th anniversary of the unification of Italy, of course, on this site, because this was the site of the unification. The wall is not just has all the fundamental principles of our constitutions, but also, I don't know if you notice, it's very difficult to explain, but on top of having the writings, it also has some kind of like an encarved relief that says Costituzione della Repubblica d'Italia. So, Constitutions of the Republic of Italy. Beautiful view. Look at this view. It's super far probably, but take a shot because it's magnificent. All the domes, and now we can actually see clearly the Pantheon from here, which is well, I can see from the wait, let me, because it's not easy from the screen, so it should be here. This is the top of the Pantheon. Then there we have the Palace of Justice, beautiful one. We've seen it before. We have also Castel Sant'Angelo, Sant'Angelo Castle, right here. And look at there. This white thing here is the Villa Medici. And oh wow, I see everything. Well, at night, you see, during the day, you see clearly everything, especially on sunny days. So then, this is the big white monument in Venice Square, the altar of the fatherland dedicated to the King of Italy. You may recognize it. And if you move a little, that tower there is the tower where Nero, the emperor, saw Rome setting on fire. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Sorry. Right, they were so loud because I was just like probably in an area where full of crickets. If you had incense with you, maybe the mosquitoes will leave. Oh, you see. But there was incense anywhere, and they were still there. Gorgeous view, yes. So I was telling you, it's one of the best locations in Rome for a scenic view of central Rome. You may not see clearly from the screen, but trust me, if you come live, you'll be able to, or maybe I will ask my mother, since she's here with me today, to give me her phone, and maybe I can zoom it a little. Give me a second. Yes. Lo dai? Grazie. Okay, cool. She gave me the phone super quick. Let me see if I can zoom. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, there you go. I will try to go around. So you see that's the dome of the Pantheon there. I don't know why I can't zoom more. Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, I can zoom more. There you go. Allora, let's see. Look how beautiful. Oh, now you see better. Oh my god, this is an experiment. Okay, Villa Medici there. The Palace of Justice right there. Let's take a look at the dome. Where is it? I can't find it from the screen. Oh, there you go. The dome right there. You see it? The dome of the Pantheon. Cool. Sorry, it's a little shaky because it's not easy with two phones. And then the altar of the fatherland. And the Nero Tower. I'm shaking. Shaky. Okay. Oh, and maybe Castel Sant'Angelo too. Let's see. Oh, wow, sorry. So difficult. We'll give it to my mother right away. Okay, there you go. Sant'Angelo Castle. You see it there? There you go. Okay. Hopefully that helped a little. Okay. Don't make me do that again. Maybe I will later, because we have another view to see. So while we keep walking, it is fun. Well, I'm laughing too. Oh, I actually wanted to go that way. Because we have busts there that are just being restored, and I haven't been here since they were restored. So, and you can tell because they're super wide compared to the other ones. So although this is the second tallest hill in the contemporary city of Rome, but although it is the second tallest, the tallest is the one of Monte Mario, the Janiculum Hill is not among the proverbial 7 hills of Rome, as I was saying before. And here there's a plaque also testifying the 50 years of the unification of Italy. Still for the Republic of Argentina. Sebo. Sebo is the national flower of Argentina, in donation from the Republic of Argentina to the Italian Republic. So Sebo must be... Oh, my mother doesn't know this. She left. I must tell her. She will love this. She's obsessed with the Sebo flower. Anyways, you see, these are all new vests. You can tell, super white. And as I was saying, the Janiculum Hill is not among the famous 7 hills of Rome, being west of the Tiber. This is west of the Tiber, and outside the boundaries of the ancient city. So since 1904, well, we'll tell you more about this because you won't believe it. Now is the moment to see what connects myself to this place. The puppets show. I used to come here when I was 2, 3, or 4 with my grandma, and I wanted to buy all the puppets. And there is one show going on right now. The show is free. He only accepts tips, just like us. We should support them. And it takes place at the Pulcinella's little theater every Saturday and Sunday, but apparently even on Fridays.
Di tutti e due, è impossibile, non la possiamo sposare entrambi. Non la possiamo sposare entrambi.
Ce la sposiamo adesso all'autobus.
Volevo dire che non possiamo sposarla in 2. Perciò, uno di noi 2 deve sparire.
Sparisci ora.
Volevo alludere che uno di noi deve morire. Perciò ci batteremo. Avanti, lei come si vuol battere? Come lo vogliamo fare questo duello? Lo vogliamo fare in bianco?
Facciamolo al pomodoro.
Al pomodoro? Cosa c'entra il pomodoro?
Anyways, I'll tell you a little bit what they're saying. Of course, it's a funny story for the kids. And that kid just reminded him, oh my God, there's a beautiful car to see. I'll show you. Oh, wow. Today we were so lucky. They speak very loudly, yes, because generally there's a bigger crowd. Unfortunately, the theater has been going under a very crisis moment because not many people see it, not many people support it. But it's been here forever. It's an institution for us. Think that I'm 38 years old and I was coming here when I was 2 or 3. Look at the beautiful car, Fiat 500, without the roof. And look how beautiful. Oh. And I would wanted to buy all the puppets every time, so I would oblige my father to do it. And they were now the story was about them arguing and fighting for a woman. So the other guy, one of the two, was saying, "Oh, we can't marry. We can both marry her. So one of the two needs to be eliminated." So they were discussing that. Now we are in the most romantic. Oh, Punch and Judy. The one that you saw is Pulcinella. You saw Pulcinella as a puppet. Pulcinella is also the name of the theater. And Pulcinella is also the most famous puppet, Italian puppet, which is also from Naples. So if you go to Naples, you see Pulcinella for sure. This is the most romantic corner of the Janiculum Hill. Couples come here because in front of you have the Vatican. You see the dome right there in front of you. It may look very small from here, but I can assure it's very big. And generally, well, because actually Pinocchio, and if you followed Pinocchio's tour, Pinocchio is not a puppet. Pinocchio is a marionette. And so it makes a little difference, but Pinocchio didn't have strings actually. Look how beautiful here. Because as I was saying, couples sit here and they enjoy the view and the light. Look how beautiful day today. So yes, that's why. But yeah, probably you're right. In a way, Pinocchio as well. Let's say both of them, because Pinocchio is more the most Italian one. Pulcinella too, but probably not internationally. So I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't even want to try to say your name because I know that I say it wrong. But yeah. Okay, so the puppet show, beautiful memories. I'm just reminding now, time flies so fast, it's crazy. I'm just thinking that how funny that I was obliging my father to buy me all the puppets. And actually, in one of our ego tours, I also brought them to show you. I have them at home. I have Geppetto, which is Pinocchio's father, and I have you may help me with this because they're Americans. Stan and Laurel and Stan and Laurel. Well, in Italian we call them differently, but yes, I have those two. Anyways, we are on the back of this beautiful statue, but before we'll walk to the bust of a famous figure, and then we'll come back to the statue. Okay? We'll reach the statue of a famous figure, which also will be the beginning of our second part of this tour next Sunday. So not this Sunday, but next one. Hello, Elisabetta, by the way. I saw you, but I didn't say hi before. So as I was saying before, this is on the west side of the Tiber, of the river. That's why it's not considered one of the 7 hills of Rome, but still very important for us because it's the most romantic, as I mentioned on the title, but also the most famous, the most everything. During summer they also place this, you see there, this disco place. But we'll go there in a bit. Now, let's go find a bust that I want to show you. And we'll literally have to find it. Okay, we're looking for Stan Laurel. Exactly, there you go. North of England. Laurel and Hardy, Stan and Laurel. There you go, Laurel and Hardy, yes. We call them Stalio e Olio. How funny. In Italian, Stalio, it doesn't mean anything. It's probably the Italianization of Stan. But Olio means oil. So we just call them Stan and Oil. Because oil probably, when becoming a spot, it's big. And so fat as Hardy, sorry. Medici. This is the bust of Medici, by the way. But yes, brilliant man. And I studied film in Los Angeles, so that's my degree. That's my bachelor. So I know a lot about them. Anyways, we're looking for Goffredo Mameli. Who is Goffredo Mameli? A super young man who was the creator of the Italian anthem. And it will also be the beginning of our tour next time. We're close. There you go. So take a shot. So for next time you know who we're talking about. Super young man. Died super young. and he created the words for our national anthem. Which, by the way, let me tell you, especially during this Olympics, how beautiful is the Italian anthem. Anyways. By the way, thank you for the support to Diana. And talking about support, since we're halfway, almost halfway, I mean more than halfway, thank you so much for supporting us. You know that this is a free tour, but you are more than welcome to support. The links for supporting us are in the description below this tour, and in the description of the channel. Also, both PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. So, just in case you enjoyed the tour or you feel like supporting, those are the links there. You may also find another link, which is GoFundMe, but that's a different story. It's not connected to the tours, as I said before. So look at the lights, beautiful. Yeah, my hair is crazy. I need to cut it. And you may also give it a read and see if you feel like supporting that. Cool. We keep going now. Look at the view of all this bust here. It's just amazing, right? With the light and everything. So, I wanted to tell you more about Garibaldi before we see the statue. Giuseppe Maria Garibaldi, July 1807, June 1882, being 1932 the 50th anniversary from his death, was an Italian patriot who contributed to the Italianification of the country and the creation of the Kingdom of Italy, unifying the north and the south of Italy. That's why it's so important. It's considered to be one of the greatest generals, as someone of you also said, of modern times, and one of Italy's fathers of the fatherland, along with Camillo Benso, Conte di Cavour, Count of Cavour, which was also the Prime Minister of Italy, by the way, and there's a statue of him in Piazza Mazzini, and it's not that far from here, but of course underneath, below this hill. Yes, you're right down. And also the other one is Victor Emmanuel II, the king, and Giuseppe Mazzini. So these four, after participating in an uprising in Piedmont, which is a region of Italy, he was sentenced to death, but he escaped by sailing to South America and spent 14 years in exile, taking part in several wars and learning the art of guerrilla warfare. Sorry, I can say that right. Garibaldi also became involved in the Uruguayan Civil War. That's why the delegations from Uruguay came here. Look how beautiful this view is, just so beautiful. And against Juan Manuel de Rosas, the dictator of Argentina, raising an Italian force known as Red Shirts. Super important, Red Shirts. And his heroic victory in the Battle of Sant'Antonio in 1846 spread its fame to Europe. Later, his defense of Rome against France, but we will tell you more on part 2 of this tour about this defeat against France, followed by his retreat through central Italy, gained him acclaim as a hero of the two worlds. We call him the hero of the two worlds. Later, back in Italy in 1860, he led the expedition of the Thousand. Other famous thing that you need to know, the expedition of the Thousand were the one that were following him during his battle. And these are also the ones that are here on the hill as a bus. And on behalf and with the consent of Victor Emmanuel II, the expedition was a success, by the way, and concluded with the annexation of Sicily, southern Italy, Marche, and Umbria to the Kingdom of Sardinia, all regions of Italy, before the actual creation of the unified Kingdom of Italy on the 17th March 1861. Now, let's go to the monument. Look at the Vespas! Look at the Vespas! This is truly unusual. Now, the monument. 20 meters high. Is an imposing equestrian statue. I'm just gonna go all around. Just being restored, so luckily we can see this nicely. Roma o morte. Rome or death. Beautiful picture as well. It is sited on the highest point of this hill in Piazza Garibaldi, Garibaldi Square. This is also Garibaldi Square. It was designed by, look at all the Vespas and the beautiful light. It's almost sunset. How beautiful this were. Sorry, I'm praising myself. I'm just kidding, by the way. It was designed by Emilio Gallori in 1895, and it's been referred to by the title "The Hero of the Two Worlds," as I just mentioned before. Giuseppe Garibaldi defended Rome against French troops, as I said before, sent to restore the papal rule in 1849. There you go. And this towering commemorative statue was raised to the hero of unification in 1895. The monument consists of this bronze statue portraying the hero riding a horse, just like Anita, which we saw before. It's placed on a big marble base, and on each side are engraved allegorical figures of Europe and America, and low reliefs that commemorate the landing in Marsala. Marsala is a city in Italy, and also a famous liquor. I'm sure that most of you know what I'm talking about. To start the unification of Italy, the resistance, the defense of Rome, and the group of liberty. So these are all the reliefs that you see around the monument. On the steps upright the monument, Ettore Ferrari had created a crown, this one, in order to remember that Garibaldi was the first master of Italian Freemasonry. Show you also from closer, give you some details. And during fascism, it was replaced by fascist symbols, and a copy of it was put in place only in 1943. We'll go a little farther. There you go. So you can take a picture of the name as well. Giuseppe Garibaldi, to Giuseppe Garibaldi. That's the inscription there. The placement of the monument gave rise to several political interpretations, as it was inaugurated in a period when relationships between the Kingdom of Italy and the Holy See were still suspended. The official version declared that the hero directs his gaze to the Vatican. And we saw that because the Vatican is right there where you see the light, and this is the front, so he's giving the back. After the 1929 Lateran Treaty that recognized Vatican City as an independent state under the sovereignty of the Holy See, the statue was turned around to face the city of Rome. But the result is that the horse bottom now points to the Holy See, very sarcastic. how beautiful. So American and Europe on the other side. And then I wanted to show you, which probably you haven't seen it, the she-wolf symbol of Rome. There you go. Thank you so much for the support to Ronnie again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look how beautiful. Anyways, we'll end this tour on the most beautiful view of the city. Are you ready? Which is the one over, the statue is overlooking. So I'm doing this beautiful camera work. Ba, 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 ba. Sky, crossing, the Vespas. Okay, there on the right you see, I want to show you Garibaldi. There on the right, this is a disco. Actually, Mickey sang here last night. People come here, they dance, they club, blah blah blah. It's on the corner of the terrace of the Janiculum, so beautiful. And this is Garibaldi, the face of the famous hero of the two worlds, the general, but of course in a modern version, but very, very funny as well. Romulus and Remus, correct down, yes. And now the view of the most beautiful hill, the most beautiful view of Rome. And where is my mother? Anyways, look how beautiful. So the music is nice, I love it. Very chill. Now, as I was saying before, and I got interrupted by the searching of the bust. So again, this is like considered the 8th hill of Rome, and right now Mickey is at Caracalla at a show, singing an opera, Tosca, and tomorrow Turandot. Yeah, very stupid, I agree, as I said before, especially because this is super high, see? And looking below here, actually, I'll show you this side. You may not see anything there, but since 1904, under the Belvedere, under this beautiful view, every day at 12 o'clock, 3 soldiers load a howitzer and fire a shot. The cannon shot tradition dates back to Pius IX, who, in order to avoid time confusion, because nobody had a clock back then, instituted this service in 1846. So before landing on the Janiculum Hill, the cannon fired from the towers of St. Angel Castle, Castel Sant'Angelo, and then from Monte Mario. You don't see the cannon now, you see some legs instead, but that's where they place the cannon. The bus that we saw on the way along the hill are in honor of the patriots. Probably I didn't mention that. And who defended and liberated Italy together with Giuseppe Garibaldi. Today there are 84, and among them, to enhance the idea of a transnational resurgence, there are also 4 foreign Garibaldians. So the English John Peart, the Finnish Herman Likkonen, the Hungarian Istvan Turk, and the Bulgarian Petko Voivoda. Now here is another view. Something that I don't agree with the municipality of Rome is the bush here in front that covers everything. The view is both beautiful at night and during the day, because during the day you see everything clearly, but during night you see all the lights. So let me see if I can do, because my mother just gave me the phone again, so maybe I can do a zoom. And I can show you maybe the Colosseum here this time and the synagogue. Maybe here. Okay. Oh, wait. Colosseum. Okay, that's the Colosseum is right there. I don't know if you see it. You see that dome with the gray dome? That's the synagogue. If you go a little bit to the right, you see the top of the Colosseum. It's a little tough, but yes. Also, let me show you again Villa Medici from here. Right there on the top of the hill, the white one. And the big white monument. Right here. There you go. Okay, much better like that.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
And the tower where Nero is on the left of the monument. You can also see the paper major Basilica Santa Maria Maggiore, which we never never seen on a tour. But so for the first time it will be a brand new tour. All the people here come to celebrate their birthdays or just the couples for being super romantic. Super beautiful, the view, and then standing there and everything. But also super beautiful, the sunset, people. Look how beautiful. Yes, I would honestly I would probably tell the mayor, because it's a shame. It is a shame. I agree. Oh well, this is the Belvedere. You see the whole square and the equestrian statues right there on top of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Right on time, because 1 hour and 15 minutes. So really happy to be with you, with the sunset going on right there, right on time. And now a better view, probably the most beautiful view you could see today. Just kidding. You know I'm funny. You know you don't take anything seriously with me. But thank you so much for staying with me. I can't wait to show you part 2, because otherwise it feels like the story doesn't have a conclusion. But of course it would be too long. Can you imagine we would be here for at least 2.5 hours, so it would be too long, and for the phone as well. You can hear the music of the puppet show going on. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for loving the tour. Hopefully, I enjoyed it so much. I love this time. Also, it's like way it's a way better to come at this time across the street. And thank you so much again. So if you feel like supporting the tour again, the links are in the description below. You know that by now. I don't have to repeat myself. Both PayPal and Buy Me Coffee, or in the description of the channel. That's it. I'll see you on Sunday with Villa Sciarra. That's the first time we ever showed that villa. Very unusual, so be ready, but very interesting. And also, don't miss the Wednesday. Probably the most touching cooking tour we will ever do. So, I'll give you this last look of the And this is where we were before. You see the balcony where you can go to the corner and see the most romantic corner, and then you can see the Dome of the Vatican. Ciao everybody! It was a pleasure to be with you. Ciao ciao Roma. I can sing a little maybe. Arrivederci Roma. Goodbye, goodbye to Rome. Bye bye.